you for them to find human colors.
What are they coming for? They haven't been here for ages.
They are coming to talk over poor grandpa's affairs. Your father sent them a telegram. As soon as we found, he was dead.
Good gracious! That's never them.
No, thank goodness. It's only your father.
Not come yet?
You can see, they haven't. Can't you? Now, Victoria, be off and that quick. Put your white frock on with a black sash. I'm not satisfied, but it's the best we can do till our new glass ready. And Ben and Elizabeth will never have thought about mourning yet, so we'll outshine them there.
I'm wondering if they'll come at all. When you and Elizabeth quarreled, she said she'd never set foot in your house again.
She'll come fast enough after her share of what father's death. You know how hard she can be when she likes. Where she gets it from, I can't tell.
I suppose it's in the family.
What do you mean by that, Henry Slater?
I was referring to your father, not to you. Where are my slippers?
In the kitchen. But you want a new pair. Those old ones are nearly worn out. Here, you'd better wear the slippers of father's now. It's lucky. He just got a new pair.
They'll be very small for me, my dear.
They'll stretch, won't they? I'm not going to have them wasted. Henry, I've been thinking about that bureau of father's that's in his bedroom. You know, I always wanted to have it after he died.
You must arrange with Elizabeth when you are dividing things up.
Elizabeth, she'll drive a hard bargain over it. What it is to have a low money grubbing spirit.
Perhaps she's got her eye on the bureau as well.
She's never been here since father bought it. If it was only here, instead of in his room, she'd never guess it wasn't her own.
Amelia.
Henry, why shouldn't we bring that bureau here now? We could do it before they come.
I wouldn't care to.
Don't look so dark. Why not?
It doesn't seem delicate somehow.
You could put that shabby old chest of drawers where the bureau is now. Elizabeth could have that. I've always wanted to get rid of it.
Suppose they come when we are doing it.
I'll fasten the front door. Get your coats off. Henry, we'll change it.
Will you fasten my frock up the back, Mother?
I'm busy. Get your father to do it.
What have you got your coat off for, Father?
Mother and me are going to bring grandfather's bureau here.
Aren't we pinching it before Aunt Elizabeth comes?
No, my child. Your grandfather gave it to your mother before he died.
This morning?
Yes.
He was drunk this morning.
You mustn't ever say he was drunk. Now.
I thought I'd take this as well. Our clock's worth nothing, and this always appealed to me.
That's Grandpa's clock.
Be quiet. It's ours now. Come, Henry, lift her in. Victoria, don't breathe a word to your aunt and uncle about the clock and the bureau.
I thought we pitched them.
Victoria, if that's your aunt and uncle, you're not to open the door.
Mother, it's done.
You are not to open the door till I come. Let them knock away. Mind the wall, Henry. That was a near thing. Open the door, Victoria. Now, Henry, get your coat on.
Did we knock much plaster off the wall?
Never mind the plaster. Do I look alright? Just watch Elizabeth's face when she sees we are all in half mourning. Take this and sit down. Try and look as if we've been waiting for them.
Well, Amelia, and so he's gone at last.
Yes, he's gone. He was 72, a fortnight last Sunday.
Now, Amelia, you mustn't give way. We have all got to die sometime or other. It might have been worse.
I don't see how.
It might have been one of us.
It's taken you a long time to get here, Elizabeth.
Oh, I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it.
Couldn't do what?
I couldn't start without getting the morning.
We'll order ours. You may be sure. I never could fancy buying ready-made things.
No. For myself, it's such a relief to get into the blacks. And now perhaps you'll tell us all about it. What did the doctor say?
Oh, he's not been here yet.
Not being near?
Did you send for him at once?
Of course I did. Do you take me for a fool? I sent Henry at once for Dr. Pringle, but he was out.
You should have gone for another, Eliza.
Oh, yes. It's a fatal mistake.
Pringle attended him when he was alive, and Pringle shall attend him when he is dead. That's professional etiquette.
Well, you know your own business best, but
Yes, it's a fatal mistake. Don't talk so silly, Elizabeth. What good could a doctor have done? Look at the many cases of persons being restored to life hours after they were thought to be gone.
That's when they've been drowned. Your father wasn't drowned, Elizabeth.
there wasn't much fear of that. If there was one thing he couldn't bear, it was water.
Ben, I'm sure he was regular enough. If he did take a drop too much at times, we'll not dwell on that now. Father had been merry this morning. He went out soon after breakfast to pay his insurance.
My word, it's a good thing he did.
He always was thoughtful in that way. He was too honorable to have gone without paying his premium. Well, he must have gone round to the Ringo Bells afterwards, for he came and asked merely as a sandboy and said, I don't want to have dinner. I'm going to bed.
Ah, dear, dear.
And when I came in, I found him snug in bed.
Yes, he'd had a warning. I'm sure of that. Did you know him?
Yes, he spoke to me.
Did he say he'd had a warning?
No, he said, Henry, would you mind taking my boots off?
And when we'd finished dinner, I thought I'd pick up a bit of something on the tray. He was lying there for all the world as if he was asleep. So I put the tray down on the bureau, on the chest of drawers, and went to waken him. He was quite cold.
Then I heard Amelia calling for me, and I ran into the room.
Of course, we could do nothing. He was gone.
There wasn't any doubt.
I always knew he'd go sudden in the end.
Well, will we go and look at him now? Or shall we have tea? What do you say, Ben?
I'm not particular.
Well then, if the kettle's nearly ready, we may as well have tea first.
One thing we may as well decide now. The announcement in the papers.
I was thinking of that. What would you put?
At the residence of his daughter, 235, Upper Combank Street, etc.
You wouldn't care for a bit of poetry?
I never forgotten. It's refined.
Yes, but it's rather too soon for that.
You couldn't very well have forgotten the day after.
I always fancy a loving husband, a kind father, and a faithful friend.
Do you think that's right?
I don't think it matters whether it's right or not.
No, it's more for the look of the thing.
I saw a verse in the evening news yesterday. Proper poetry it was. It rhymed, despised and forgotten by some you may be, but the spot that contains you is sacred to we.
That'll never do. You don't say sacred to we.
It's in the paper.
You wouldn't say it if you were speaking properly, but it's different in poetry.
Poetic license, you know.
No, that'll never do. We want a verse that says how much we loved him and refers to all his good qualities and says what a heavy loss we've had.
You want the whole poem? That will cost a good lot.
Well, we'll think about it after tea and then we'll list of them. There's not furniture in his room.
There's no jewelry or valuable of that sort.
Except his gold watch. He promised that to our Jimmy.
Promise you, Jimmy? And
never heard of that. Oh, but he did, Amelia. When he was living with us, he was very fond of our Jimmy.
Well, I don't know.
Anyhow, there's his insurance money. Have you got the receipt for the premium he paid this morning?
I've not seen it.
Mother, I don't think Grandpa went to pay his insurance this morning.
He went out?
Yes, but he did not go into the town. He met old Mr. Dickinson down the street and they went up past St. Philip's Church.
To the Ringo Bells? I'll be bound.
The Ringo Bells?
That public house that John Shawnock's widow keeps. He is always hanging about there. Oh, if he hasn't paid it,
Do you think he hasn't paid it? Was it overdue?
I should think it was overdue.
Something tells me he's not paid it. I have a warning. I know it. He's not paid it.
The drunken old fellow.
He's done it on purpose, just to annoy us.
After all I've done for him, having to put up with him in the house these 3 years, it's nothing short of swindling.
I had to put up with him for 5 years.
And you were trying to turn him over to us all the time.
But we don't know for certain that he has not paid the premium.
I do. It comes over me all at once that he hasn't.
Victoria, run and fetch that bunch of keys that's on your grandpa's dressing table.
In Grandpa's room?
Yes?
I would like to.
Don't talk so silly. There's no one who can hurt you. We'll see if he's locked the receipt in the bureau.
In where? In this thing?
Where did you pick that up, Amelia? It's new since last I was here.
Oh, Henry picked it up one day.
I like it. It's artistic. Did you buy it at an auction?
Where did I buy it, Amelia?
Yes, at an auction.
Oh, second hand.
Don't show your ignorance, man. All artistic things are second hand. Look at those old masters.
Mother! What is it, child?
Grandpa's getting up.
What?
Grandpa's getting up.
The child's crazy. Don't talk so silly. Don't you know your grandpa's dead?
No, he's getting up. I saw him. You'd better go and see for yourself, Amelia.
Here, come with me, Henry.
Listen.
What's the matter with little Vicky? Hello? What brings you here? How's yourself, Ben?
Father, is that you?
Of course, it's me. Don't do that, Melia. What the devil do you mean by this tomfoolery?
He's not dead.
Doesn't seem like it.
You have kept away long enough. Lizzie, and now you have come. You don't seem pleased to see me.
You took us by surprise, Father. Are you keeping quite well?
Eh? What?
Are you quite well?
I'm right enough, but for a bit of a headache. I wouldn't mind betting that I'm not the first in this house to be carried to the cemetery. Or I always think it will be Henry.
Well, I never.
Melia, what the dickens did I do with my new slippers?
Aren't they by the bed, Father?
I don't see them. Why, you have got them on, Henry.
I told him to put them on, to stretch them. They were that new and hard. Now, Henry.
Well, I would call that delicate, stepping into a dead man's shoes in such haste. Oh, Grandpa, I'm so glad you're not dead.
Hold your tongue, Victoria.
Eh? What's that? Who is gone there?
Victoria says she's sorry about your head.
Thank you, Vicky. But I'm feeling better.
He's so fond of Victoria.
Yes, he's fond of my Jimmy too.
You'd better ask him if he promised your Jimmy his gold watch.
I couldn't just now. I don't feel equal to it.
Why, Ben, you're in mourning? And Lizzie too? And Emilia? And Henry? And little Vicky? Who's gone dead? It's someone in the family?
No one, you know, Father. A relation of Ben's.
And what relation of Ben's?
His brother.
Dang it, I know I had one.
Dear, dear. And what was his name? Ben?
Frederick, Albert.
Isaac.
Isaac? And where did your brother Isaac die?
In Australia.
Dear, dear, he'll be older than you. Eh?
Yes.
Are you going to the funeral?
Oh, yes.
No, no.
No, of course not.
Well, I suppose you have been waiting for me to begin tea. I'm feeling hungry.
I'll make tea.
Come along now. Sit down and let's be jolly.
Henry, give Grandpa some toast.
Thank you. I'll make a start.
Glad to see you've got an appetite, Mr. Merriweather, although you have not been so well.
Nothing serious. I've been lying down for a bit.
Been to sleep, Father?
No, I've not been to sleep.
Oh,
I can't exactly call everything to mind. But I remember, I was a bit dazed. Like, I couldn't move an inch, hand or foot.
And could you see and hear, Mr. Merriweather?
Yes, but I don't remember seeing anything particular. Mustard, Ben?
of course not, Father. It was all your fancy. You must have been asleep.
I tell you, I wasn't asleep. Melia, damn it, I ought to know.
Did you see Henry or Amelia come into the room?
Now let me think.
I wouldn't press him, Elizabeth. Don't press him.
No, I wouldn't worry him.
I beg it, Melia and Henry. What the devil did you mean by shifting my bureau out of my bedroom? Do you hear me? Henry, Melia.
What bureau was that, Father?
Why, my bureau, the one I bought.
Was it that one, Father?
Ah, that's it. What's it doing here? Hey, track me if that isn't my clock too. What's the devil going on in this house?
Well, I'll be hanged.
I'll tell you what's been going on in this house, Father. Nothing short of robbery. Be quiet, Elizabeth. I'll not be quiet. Oh, I call it double-faced.
Now, Elizabeth.
And you, too. Are you such a poor creature that you must do every dirty thing she tells you? Remember where you are, Elizabeth.
Come, no quarreling.
My wife's every right to speak her own mind.
Then she can speak it outside, not here.
Damn it all. Will someone tell me what's going on?
Yes, I will. I'll not see you rob.
Who's been robbing me?
Amelia and Henry. They stole in your clock and bureau. They sneaked into your room like a thief in the night and stole them after you were dead. Shh! Quiet, Elizabeth. I'll not be stopped. After you were dead, I say.
After who was dead?
You.
But I'm not dead.
No, but they thought you were.
Oh, so that's why you are all in black today. You thought I was dead. That was a big mistake.
Father?
It didn't take you long to start dividing my things between you.
No, Father. You mustn't think that. Amelia was simply getting hold of them on her own account.
You always were a keen one. Amelia, I suppose you thought the will wasn't fair.
Did you make a will?
Yes, it was locked in the bureau.
And what was in it, Father?
That doesn't matter now. I'm thinking of destroying it and making another.
Father, you will not be hard on me.
I'll trouble you for another cup of tea.
With pleasure, Father.
I don't want to be hard on anyone. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Since your mother died, I've lived part of the time with you, Melia, and part with you, Lizzie. Well, I shall make a new will, leaving all my bits of things to whoever I'm living with when I die. How does that strike you?
It's a bit of a lottery, like.
And who do you intend to live with from now on?
I'm just coming to that.
You know, Father, it's quite time you came to live with us again. We'll make you very comfortable. No, he's not been with us as long as he was with you.
I may be wrong, but I don't think Father will fancy living on with you after what's happened today.
So you would like to have me again, Lizzie?
You know, we're ready for you to make your home with us as long as you please.
What do you say to that, Amelia?
All I can say is that Elizabeth changed her mind in the last 2 years. Father, do you know what the quarrel between us was about? Amelia, don't be a fool. Sit down. No, if I'm not to have him, you shan't either. We quarreled because Elizabeth said she wouldn't take you off our hands at any price. She said she'd had enough of you to last a lifetime, and we'd got to keep you.
It seems to me that neither of you has any cause to feel proud about the way you have treated me.
If I've done anything wrong, I'm sure I'm sorry for it.
But I can't say more than that too.
It's a bit late to say it now. Neither of you care to put up with me.
No, no, Father.
You both say that because of what I have told you about leaving my money. Well, since you don't want me, I'll go to someone that does.
Come, Mr. Midwidow. You have got to live with one of your daughters.
I'll tell you what I've got to do. On Monday next, I've got to do 3 things. I've got to go to the lawyers and alter my will. And I've got to go to the insurance office and pay my premium. And I've got to St. Philip's Church and get married.
What? Get married? He's out of his senses.
I say I'm going to get married.
Who to?
To Mrs. John Sharrox, who keeps the ring bells. We have had it fixed up a good while now, but I was keeping it for a present surprise. I felt I was a bit of burden to you, so I found someone who would think it a pleasure to look after me. We shall be very glad to have you at the ceremony. Till Monday, then, 12 o'clock, at St. Philip's Church. It's a good thing you brought that bureau here, Amelia. It will be handier to carry across to the Ringo Bells on Monday.